Greetings.
Oh, you were here with Teacher before, no? Welcome to the Central Factory. Can I help you? We're from the Bracer Guild.
We'd like to meet with the factory head, if we may. A star reached into her pouch, paused for dramatic effect, then flourished the introduction note to meet the factory chief. Joshua looked stoic and tried not to roll his eyes.
See, just a moment, please.
Hazel used the intercom, keeping one wary eye on Estelle all the while. As you should, Estelle is very suspicious.
Sir, I'm terribly sorry to bother you during your... Yes, sir, the people from the Bracer Guild are... Yes, sir, right away. Thank you for waiting. Factory Chief Murdoch will see you now. His office is upstairs on the second floor. Nice, I didn't think he'd see us so quickly.
Let's not keep him waiting, you know, that's probably not a good thing. We need to make sure we're very kosher. Ah, here he is. Hey, I've been waiting for you two. Estelle and Joshua, right?
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, sir.
We're sorry to bother you at work like this. No, don't worry yourselves about that. The Bracer Guild and Cashiers in particular have done a great deal for me in the past. It rude of me not to welcome his children.
You know Dad?
I guess you might say that. He was my benefactor. It's no exaggeration to say that the Central Factory produced the finest ornaments in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft have never really stopped. But if we had a problem, we'd always contact the Roland branch and have him come over.
I see.
That explains all the business trips then. And now my benefactor's kids come to visit me themselves. So what can I do for you? I'm happy to help.
Thanks, sir.
It's kind of a long story. Joshua and Estelle explained to Murdoch about the events surrounding the mysterious black ornament. I see. Well then, would you mind if I had a look at this ornament?
Sure, no problem.
Estelle produced the black ornament and handed it to the factory chief. Now this certainly is an oddity. It's obviously made from modern material, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere.
Caliber?
You mean the numbers that are carved into the ornament's frame? Exactly! It's almost unheard of for an ornament to be produced without them. That's not just in Liberl either. Most other nations on the continent are the same way. It's a tradition dating back to when the ornaments were first invented 50 years ago.
You don't say.
So took out her combat ornament and eyeballed it suspiciously.
You're right. There are numbers right there. Crazy.
You mean to say that you've never noticed in all this time?
Oh, you hush. But seriously, is it really that strange for one to have no caliber on it?
It's pretty much a part of the production process, and that goes for any orbital factory. As if this one were a prototype or something. It's absurd to imagine it wasn't made to entertain the birthday parties, you take my meaning.
So, let's do the sweet and awesome more with the stabby hurdy. Got it.
Of course, I can't say for certain without looking inside.
But what is it?
What is it? Ah, I can't find the maintenance cover. Now that I really look at it, there's no seams to it at all. How the hell is this thing made? I don't see any way to check out the inside of it at all.
Oh man, would it be possible to cut it open?
That might work, yes. But I'd hate to just break something belonging to Cassius like that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should let that professor handle it.
Oh right, the one mentioned in the note. Yeah, he should be able to tell us something. There was a note that was included with the ornament.
Estelle showed Murdoch the note that was in the package for Cassius. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis.
You wouldn't happen to know who...
You wouldn't happen to know who this Professor R is, would you? Well, let me think. From the letter R and the people that Cassius knew, it must be Professor Russel. I thought so.
Who's Professor Russel? And wait a second, how do you know this guy?
I don't, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought orbital technology to Liberl in the first place. Hey, you know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, orbits were invented by Professor Epstein. Professor Russel is one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought the Orbments and his knowledge back, and that's why the world is a technologically advanced nation. You might say that he was the father of the Orbital Revolution.
Wow, now that is impressive. Man, I had no idea that Dad knew anyone like that.
Even so, it worries me a little that you'd be letting the old handle this Orbment. We have no idea what it is, really.
Huh?
Well, how to put this? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. When he gets an idea for a new invention in his head, there's just no telling what he'll do. Especially at the time when he was developing the first orbital airship.
What's with the far-off look?
I guess that a lot's happened. Sorry. I'm sure I'll be able to figure this thing out. Go find him and ask him about it. It can't hurt.
Thanks, Chief.
Where should we go to find him? Hold on a moment. Better flip the switch on the intercom. Testing. Ah, good. Ashley, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come here? Alright, I'll be waiting.
What? Did you just call the professor or something?
Oh, no. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at disposal, so I know he can figure out something about that thing.
Wow, he really must be a genius. Wait, then who did you call?
His granddaughter. She works here at the factory. I'm sure the child would be happy to show the way.
The child? Excuse me. What?
You?
Oh, Estelle and Joshua?
You mean that you both know each other? This is fantastic.
Yeah, we only just met a little while ago, though.
So then I guess that she's the professor's granddaughter? Exactly. Tita, I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here. I'd like for you to show them the way to your house.
Oh, to see Grandpa? Okay, I will.
I appreciate it, kid. Ah, yes, if you learn anything new, I'd love it if you came back and told me. As an NG, I'm extremely curious to know more about this.
Sure thing.
If you'll excuse us then.
Hey, I didn't think you'd be coming. And you're even the granddaughter of the famous professor?
It's no wonder you're so comfortable with Orbments.
Oh, come on. I'm still just studying under my grandpa. Oh, by the way, you braces have business with my grandpa? Well, sort of. The situation is kind of complicated.
We can explain everything once we see your grandfather.
Oh, okay. My house is in the southwest corner of town. Get off the escalator and go straight until you reach the south entrance. Then turn to the west and there it is. Got it. Well, let's get moving.
The Bracer Guild. Let's just see if the Bracer Guild has anything good.
Joshua, Estelle, Professor Russell's private laboratories in the southwest corner of town. Killiker, are you psychic? How did you know we were on our way to the professor's? Oh no. You're with the professor's granddaughter, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Guess this saves me the time of reporting in, right? The professor is a very busy man. Don't keep him waiting. Bye. Peter, keep your eye on those two for me, okay? Yes, ma'am, I will. This way goes to the Plains Road. My house is to the southwest.
Let me just get... There we go, little squigums. Come here, you.
Hee. This is my house. Wow, nice place.
Professor Russel is here?
No, I think he's in the workshop. Through this door. Oh, we should go and say hi then. I'm home, Grandpa.
Okay, maybe this way.
So this is the professor? Nice to, meet you. My name is Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. We actually came to get your expert opinion on...
There is indeed a granddad here, don't worry. We're okay. We're being escorted by Joshua as well. Well, I guess, in a way.
Hope you're doing good, Gwen. Good afternoon.
Got it!
Eek!
I did it! It's finally complete! That's right, who's the man? I'm the man! Yes, I should start testing it at once!
Whoa! What the hell? I'm sorry, Estelle. Grandpa kind of gets into a trance when he's working and he doesn't really notice what's going on around him. I think he just finished up the device he's been working on for the past few days.
Ah, I see. He really is something.
Oh, he's something, all right. I'm so embarrassed. Grandpa, there are some people here who need to talk to you.
Huh? Oh, Dita, you come at just the right time. I need your help with compiling the data from these tests.
But Grandpa...
This new event should actually block biosensor Orban's detection faculties. With its unique orbital force field that deflects the energy that a biosensor sends out when it scans.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Since when do I overstate my own accomplishments? Now, come on. We've got testing to do.
Right.
Professor Russell and Tita began working with some complex-looking equipment. Damn, it does look complex.
Hey now.
Never mind, Estelle. I think we should just let them be for a little while.
Hey, you with the black hair.
Who, me?
Who else? On the upstairs bookcase, a notebook titled Orbital Energies Applied to Force Field. Go get it. Go on, be quick about it.
All right.
Wait, Joshua?
Hey, young lady, you with the antenna hair.
Antenna? Oh, no, you didn't.
Quit farting around and make some coffee.
Why should I have to make you coffee?
I take it black, by the way. I want it clear as mud.
You're not hearing a word I say. Fine, whatever.
I like this old man. He cool.
Yep, perfect. All set, Grandpa.
Oh, just as fast as ever.
Oh. Where are Estelle and Joshua?
Who? Come to think of it, I do vaguely recall a couple of young folks. Mark sent along some fresh faces, then, I presume.
Grandpa?
God damn it, this old man. And so Estelle and Joshua inadvertently wound up as assistants in the experiment. I think it will explode. After many small but relatively harmless explosions and some singeing of the eyebrows, the day gave way to evening.
Oh, sorry about all that. I just assumed you were both new employees at the central factory. So it's only natural that you wound up being drafted as assistants.
This is no laughing matter. Especially since the only thing you had me helping with was making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man.
Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. Often does one get to participate in startup tests on a brand new type of orbment, after all.
Oh, now you're a bright lad then, aren't you? Want to give up this brace of nonsense and start up in the field of orbital engineering?
Grandpa, I'm really sorry, guys. I guess I got caught up in the moment too. Oh, you don't need to apologize, sweetie. But I thought the father of the Orbital Revolution was going to be some really amazing man. Not some old fart with attention deficit issues.
Please, you're too kind. Moving on, so I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius. That was quite the surprise.
So you really do know our dad?
Yes, from way back when. I've known him since his army days, some 20 years or so ago.
I've met him too. He had this really nice moustache, right? Well, I don't know if I'd call it nice so much as suspicious looking. But if he's known Dad for that long, it looks like we'll be safe in trusting you-know-what with Professor Russell after all.
Yes, I have to agree.
What are you talking about, whippersnappers? And what was it you wanted me to my help with?
Well...
Estelle explained to the professor the whole sequence of events around the Black Orbment.
Oh, I see.
Wow, a pitch black ornament.
Yes, most intriguing. With no inscribed caliber or seams. Look at that frame too. God Lord, it's delicious.
Professor Russel produced a cutting tool from his belt. Without a word, he pushed the blade's edge along the outer shell of the ornament.
Wait, what are you doing?
It's a special alloy steel cutter.
Ah, just as I thought. Yeah, take a look.
Oh, okay.
Estelle, Joshua, and Tita appeared instantly at the black ornament.
Huh? There's not even a scratch.
Oh, the frame is made from some type of metal that I've never before encountered. Opening it up for a closer look is going to be quite the task, I think.
That's just crazy.
If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be right back to square one.
Well, I can certainly spend some time trying. But first, I think that maybe we should put it under a measurement scan.
A what now? The huge piece of equipment you saw when we were working on the experiment. It can gauge orbital energy activity in real time. You're making my head hurt with your techno babble. Just tell me what's using that thing. Just tell me what using that thing will accomplish.
Oh, to put it in layman terms, it'll allow us to see just what this ornament does. Won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions just from measuring what kind of orbital activity is occurring, but it's a start.
And that should give us a major clue.
Indeed. So, without further ado,
Grandpa, shouldn't we have lunch first?
sure.
It's Estelle and Joshua. You're both welcome to join us. I can't promise it'll be anything special, but sounds great to me.
We'll even help with prep.
All right, come on then. I've got a bit to do while lunch is prepared.
No, I want to see it too. No fair working when I'm not around.
My house, my rules.
What is up with these two?
Now I see where she gets it. God damn.
Let the girl cook. She wants to tinker with it.
Now if everyone is ready, let's get us started. Estelle, you put the ornament on the stand.
Okay. Right, like this?
Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tita?
All set.
Good, good. Now, commencing orbital force measurement test on the black ornament.
Black augment? So that's going to be the official name after all? But using it
officially is so boring and simple. Why not something cool like Dark Finger of Impending Doom?
No, simple is best. Anything longer than black ornament would just be annoying to say.
Fidget. Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Oh, hee hee.
All right, let's begin. Tita, if you'll activate the scanner, please.
Okay.
She is adorable.
Output set at 45. Put all measuring equipment on standby.
Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated.
Okay, from here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Now let's see just how much this contraption is really worth.
You're sure in a good mood.
And click.
Indeed, it's all glowing and stuff.
I get it. It's putting a major strain on the crystal circuit.
There. Tita, any readings?
Yes, but they're kind of weird. The spectrometer needle's shaking like crazy. No, it's spinning around the dial.
What?
That's not an explosion.
Eek!
Oh, what's going on here?
Joshua!
That same black light from before.
What?
All the lights are going to go out. Yep. Oh, it's turned off all the ornaments in the entire city. That's pretty cool. And terrifying.
Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We have to shut it down.
Don't you dare! It's a little longer, we'll have something.
Wait a second, all the lights in town are going out. Huh?
What in the... we have no choice then. Terminating the experiment.
Oh. They're back on. Ew.
Oh, let's see the readout. Nothing. It didn't record anything. And the only thing that kept working was the scanner in which the black orbment sat. But even that, well... As for everything else...
Good, it looks like the equipment's finished. Experiment's finished. How's it outside? Fine, or the lights are back like nothing happened. There's still a lot of people panicking though. Okay. But just what the hell was all that?
Oh, that was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon.
The what down?
You mean how everything inside the orbments just stopped working at once?
So the black orbment did this?
Yes, I've no doubt. I would never have dared to guess that its effect would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting, most interesting indeed.
Only you would think causing a blackout over the entire city is interesting.
Professor!
Oh, it's the,
Murdoch, just the man I wanted to see.
That feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell are you up to that would cause all of the power downtown to go out?
How rude, it's not even my fault this time. See that there? That's the black orbment, and it caused this.
Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root of this, then it's genuine extenuating, circumstances. But it still means that this was your fault.
Ah, nuts, you got me.
That's it? They're just okay again? Are they always like this? This is so embarrassing.
The answer is yes. And so the first day in Zeiss kept everyone busy. Due to how late it was, Russel and Joshua stayed at the lab for the night. Alright, it's literally just over the road where the inn is, but that's okay. I'll stick with being here. It's not bad. It's good. They got plenty of room.
Congratulations!
I feel congratulated.
Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that.
No kidding. But back on the subject of the black orbment, it's much more powerful than I'd ever imagined possible.
Yeah. What's the professor gonna do now that his equipment's gone all kafloofy? Or kaflooey? Good morning, guys. Morning, Tita.
Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday.
No kidding. Did you guys sleep okay? Yep, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the central factory early this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all the black orbment secrets.
Good.
Wow, looks like getting roared at over and over by the factory chief yesterday didn't even put a dent in him.
Really appreciate both of you taking the time to just look over something a couple of relative strangers brought you.
Oh, it's fine, really. Grandpa was investigating out of pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. What do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that orbment too.
Maybe there's something we can do to help.
Yay! Then you can come with me. Uh-oh, I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I can make sure it's edible and not on fire.
But you're cooking soup. How can it be on fire?
I guess that's what the smell is, but man, what a cutie. I wish we could take her back with us to Roland. She could be like a pet, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down.
That's kind of creepy, Estelle. Estelle, don't be talking about kidnapping little girls, okay?
And now that we've had a good breakfast, off to the central factory.
Before we do that, I'd like to check in at the guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side.
Well, okay. Hey, Tito, would you mind if we stop by there on our way? Sure, go ahead. Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? When you are ready, we'd like your full report on it. Business as usual, Killiger? I've heard the basics from the factory chief already. I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details.
Well, try to explain the details of the orbital blackout.
I see. So, the orbment that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The Guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russel for the present. Oh, we thought you'd say that.
When we have more information, we'll contact you immediately. Ah, good morning, Tito. There, no need to speak. Last night was quite hard for you, wasn't it?
I'm so sorry.
There's nothing you need to apologize for. Experiments are vital to progress, and sometimes experiments must fail. We all understand this. Tito, make sure you are there to support your grandfather.
Yes, Father.
I am always willing to listen if you need someone to talk to. If you have any problems, I welcome you to bring them here.
Last night was quite a dangerous affair. The central factory looked like it was in total uproar. Such times of anxiety are best remedied by a calming prayer.
Ah, yes, the treasure map. Oh, good morning. Nothing like starting the day with a morning prayer. Close your eyes and you can forget all about Ormond. Oh, long time no see.
Ah,
Hey, it has been a while.
who's this?
Remember that kid who was looking for the court shard in Roland, don't you? Remember we took a request to find it a while back? You headed back to the Republic? No, the Central Factory, we made some cash in Granton and have some shopping to do. Mom said we're gonna take this mirror and stock up on ornaments. They say the eyes are the first to go, but she can still spot a good deal.
I can see you're still an obnoxious brat.
But I'm only saying what everybody else is thinking. But yeah, did you check out those crazy moving stairs? I'll never get tired of them.
Tita, everyone, how are you? Professor Russell's in his workshop on the 3rd floor. He seemed pretty impatient, like he was waiting on something or someone.
Ah, another failure.
Grandpa, we came to see if we could help.
Ah, hello, Tita. And you two are here as well, I see. Good.
What can I say? We were worried. So, what are you working on?
Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the black ornament, but it hasn't been going very well.
What seems to be the problem?
Perhaps the demonstration is in order. And click.
Whoa, what's that thing? It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy that can cut through basically anything. Oh, that ought to do it then, right? Right? It stopped. I thought that might happen.
On a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomenon as yesterday.
It seems like the black ornament is blocking the functionality of the other ornaments, interfering with them in some way. And I doubt it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights.
Yeah. But Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last time?
Ah, yes, good thinking. Its interference with nearby ornaments seems to spread out, moving from ornament to ornament like chain lightning. I put the range at about 5 Arge. But if there are no ornaments powered on within that range, well then that's where the effect stops.
I see, that makes sense.
However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes the machine to simply stop without getting a look inside it. It's very troubling.
Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe we could scream in a really hard whack.
Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see that big sword do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago?
Oh, yeah. No one thought of trying fire? Maybe it'll melt down in a blast furnace or something. If we did that, the insides of it would melt too. Oh yeah, well, it was worth a shot.
Actually, it might work.
Really?
You know of a way to burn it open?
No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives ornaments to work, can't be used for this problem. Let's find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy.
Is there even such a thing?
Ah, the combustion engine. The device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea's been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to a normal engine. However, we need to work on the most standard tools.
Ah, neat. I get it. Fire is the key. But, Grandpa, I've never even seen one of them.
I'm pretty certain that there's one under study in the central factory workshop. Oh, you'll need to get fuel as well.
Like oil or something?
No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. It's likely a tank or canister if it's stored in reserve. Yes, it should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready.
I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can.
Well, you should go and get the engine and gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but you braces should be strong enough to move it.
Okay, leave it to us.
So, where would we find these?
Let's see.
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
I've forgotten.
You just said not to say that. Estelle, if you look in the operations room, you could probably find them. What the heck is an operations room? It's a room for a bunch of orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping.
Wow, I didn't even know there was such a place.
Then I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Oh well, let's go find this operations room thingy.
To the 5th floor then.
Wow, check out this place.
This has to be the operations room. Hey, you two! Haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, senior engineer and supervisor.
Nice to meet you.
We're with the Bracer Guild.
We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if...
Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he?
Again, you really don't have much faith in him, do you?
No, I mean, I realize that he's a genius. He was the one who developed the cable unit after all. I've even been acquainted with him, results in no end of no trouble. Tita, on the other hand, is just an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't think we have to stand around talking in this case.
Estelle, you want to take Tita back home with you and keep her as a pet. We need to find out where the central factory stores his equipment. Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the chapel. It's called the capel. These days, the most to get used to assist in airship navigation. She is, absolutely. But this one is equipped for the fastest general purpose data processing in the world. We use for anything from calculating material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select their mode. This will send the signal through the wiring cloud to access the memory augment. There's a cord inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see. That'll simply extract the data you want. So I trust you know how it works now. No clue.
Well, actually, I didn't really get a single word of it.
Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with this pattern. I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time. Wow.
The Orbital Calculator, Capel System version 7.0, copyright ZCF, 1197 to 1202, mode information retrieval, memory check, OK, database access, please import search term. Death of Professor C. Epstein is the sovereign state of Le Mans. Professor A. Russell returns to the Bell Kingdom. He proposes the spread of augment technology to a chilly reception. Professor Russell forms a partnership with the Zeiss Clock Makers Union. Together, they establish the Zeiss Engineering Factory, later renamed the Central Factory. Edgar III, after an inspection of the factory, donates a large amount of money to further his research. Professor Russell becomes the first factory chief. Edgar III dies and Alicia II assumes the throne. Construction is completed on the Langlar Bridge. The first oval-powered airship, the Calatravia, is completed. First 9 failed test flights before success was achieved. The Zeiss Engineering Factory is renamed Zeiss Central Factory and begins sharing technology with the Bern Company and Rheinford Company. The Liberal Oval Ship Corporation is established and the transit commuter airship, the Linde, is commissioned. Transit commuter airship, the Cecilia, is commissioned. Battery airship, the Leibniz, is completed. The Zeiss Central Factory is dismantled and reconstructed at its current site. The partially underground factory, the Caldea Hills, is completed. Professor Russell reigns from its position as factory chief and is succeeded by Murdoch. Natural Science and Medical Research divisions are founded. The passenger ship Eternia sinks in Calvade waters. Crown Prince Judas dies. The Orbital Network, a joint venture with the Epstein Foundation, is publicly announced. Outbreak of the 100 Days War, the central factory is taken by the Urbonian army. Professor Russell develops patrol airships at Leiston Fortress, which are used to mount a highly effective counter-offensive, and soon become central to the royal family. The Burl and Urbonia, I will indeed then. Liberal and Urbonia sign a peace accord. Orbit exports to the Urbonian Empire resume. Version 1.0 of the Capel Orbital computer is completed. Development commences on the high-speed cruiser, the Arceli. The Arceli is completed and flight tests commence.
Good lord, there's so much in here. There's so much. I could go through everything. I don't want to. There we go. That's all right. My brain is back into gear right now.
Entry: combustion engine. A machine which generates usable energy by burning fuel within.
No, I don't need to.
Less efficient than its orbital counterpart due to issues with gaseous exhaust and noise pollution. Member owned 1. Owner, maintenance chief Custad.
It's nice that it's there though if you want to though.
A liquid derived from the purification of the naturally occurring hydrocarbon compound known as petroleum, used primarily as fuel for combustion engines and as an industrial solvent. Energy stores, 20-mile tanks, mid-sized tanks. Repository, Orbit Manufacturing Factory.
Yeah, looks like you found what you're looking for.
Oh, it's like a magic box or something.
Orbital computers are really something.
As I understand it, Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. It was Professor Russell's talent that made an idea into reality. If only his presence of mind was on par with his intelligence. Well, Idios isn't one to bestow 2 blessings on one person.
By the way, where can we find the guy who has one of those combustion engine fingers? Vintage Chief, right? Where is he?
He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there to speak to him. Also, the gasoline is like an open manufacturing in the basement. Put the staff there, I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you.
Managed Chief Gustav is down in the airfield working on a combustion engine. And the gasoline's in the basement Augment manufacturing facility.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Think nothing of it, let me know if you need anything else.
I feel like this is a good stopping point for the first little part for the YouTubes, of course. Obviously, if you're watching on Twitch, we'll be continuing. Obviously, do come here live when we're actually doing this sort of thing. But I will see you guys next time on the with the next continuation, which will be very soon.